What's up, welcome back to another video, and I hope you all are doing fine. Now today's video is regarding one of my favorite soundbars, and the reason this has become my favorite soundbar is that I have tested around 7 to 6 different soundbars from various brands like Samsung, Sony, and also Zebronics at this budget level, around 25 to 26,000, and even on a higher budget, like even on 30 to 35,000, this soundbar beats everybody in terms of sound production. And I'm talking about the sound which is not a boom boom bass sound. So if you are having a love for that level of boom boom bass, then this soundbar is not a soundbar for you, because this soundbar produces optimum level of sound, the sound of studio quality, or the sound which is intended by a composer that the viewer or the listener should listen to. So this soundbar produces exactly that level of sound. So if you are a lover of boom boom bass sound, then this soundbar will not be a soundbar which will be loved by you. But if you want a production level of sound, and a sound which is crystal clear and also has a really deep sync bass, this soundbar is the one which will be grabbing your attention. So let's move ahead. Let me describe you regarding this soundbar. This soundbar is basically from Yamaha, and it is called as model YAS-209, and I'm again telling you I love this soundbar, and this soundbar has my highest recommendation. If you want a soundbar and you want to keep that soundbar for a longer period of time, just go with this soundbar. And me personally, I bought this soundbar at the rate of around 26,000 rupees from Amazon, and that was during the sales period. So on a regular day, if you're going for the soundbar, you will get it at the rate of around 30,000 rupees. So I will suggest that wait for some Amazon Prime Day sale coming ahead in future, and you should definitely get a hand on this soundbar. So guys, this is the L-shaped box which we get for the device, Yamaha YAS-209 Soundbar. And on this horizontal side, there is a soundbar which is kept quite safe inside this box, as you can see on the picture over here. And on this square side of the box, there is a subwoofer which is kept quite safe. The box is really strong, and here the branding of Yamaha is mentioned. You get around 1 year warranty for this device from the company itself, and all the features of this soundbar are mentioned on the box also over here. So one by one I'll take you through all of these features, and it is a nice strong box. So now let's see what's inside the box. Let's go inside the box right away. So guys, you get all these content inside the box. First of all, there is a template which is given. With the help of this template, you will be able to fix and screw this soundbar which comes inside the box accurately on your wall. But in my case, I'm going to keep it under my television, so I don't require this template. But this template is however provided inside the box for the accurate measurement and fixing your soundbar on the wall if you want to fix it on the wall. And apart from that, this is the soundbar. It is having a fabric material which is used throughout the soundbar, and there is a logo of Yamaha which is at the center of the soundbar mentioned over here. And it is quite simple. I really love the logo. It is like an embossed logo, and on the sides there are 2 microphones which is for the voice input, and all these buttons over here, these are actually capacitive buttons which are touch enabled, so you can just touch it and give the command to the soundbar. And on the back side of the soundbar, I'll just flip it over, you get all the connectivity. So here there is a power input, as you can see. There is a 2-pin power input over here, and you get a LAN, dedicated LAN connection for your hardwired internet, and you get a USB port over here. And however, this is not for the connection of your pen drive or any other equipment. It is for the service. It is only a service port. And you get 2 HDMI inputs over here. One is for the ARC, and this one is the one which we are going to use. This is for the audio, for the audio return channel, hence it is called as ARC input. And this one is for the 4K bypass, as this soundbar supports 4K bypass. So you can attach your another device like your Amazon Fire TV stick on this HDMI input over here, and it will work properly. And this will enable your Fire TV stick to send the output through this ARC cable to your TV. So it supports 4K bypass. And apart from that, there is an optical port also over here, as you can check. And this is the port where you can connect the optical cable which comes inside the box. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is the sound bar which we get, and here comes the subwoofer. On the subwoofer, there is a very simple logo which is not so eye-catching. I really love this logo, because while you're watching television, this will not catch the eye that much, so it will not distract you from watching your content. And the entire subwoofer is covered with fabric on the front side and the right side, and I believe the driver is present on the right side over here. And on the top, they have used the wood material. It's solid wood, and on the left side also they have used solid wood. So I really love the look of this subwoofer. And on the bottom over here, you will find a cavity which is created for the air passage, because this will produce huge amount of bass. So we'll check that. I really like the look of the subwoofer. So this completes the subwoofer and the soundbar. And apart from that, we get two power cords inside the box itself. One is for powering the subwoofer and the other one is used to power the soundbar. Only two power cords are required. And the subwoofer connects with your soundbar Wi-Fi through Wi-Fi. So it's a Wi-Fi connection, so no other cables is required. Only power on the soundbar with the help of this cable and power on your subwoofer, and they get connected automatically through Wi-Fi. So this is a really nice feature to have a simple, organized way of your sound system. And secondly, you get this optical cable. As I told you, it comes inside the box, and this will be connected to the optical port which I had shown you on the soundbar. If in case your TV has this optical input only, so you can make this cable to use to connect the soundbar to your television. And you also get a dedicated remote inside the box itself. It's a nice remote, so I'll be taking you through this remote when we check the quality of the sound, and I'll explain you all the equalizer modes which are given and all the functions which are given on this remote. This remote is having a slight curvature on the back side, which enables to have a good grip in your hand. So I really like the feel of the remote in hand. It is having a good ergonomic feel. So it's a really nice thing. Like the quality of the remote is also nice. So I like the remote also. And apart from that, you get a quick start guide which enables you to learn how to connect this to your television. And this is for the warranty registration. You get the warranty certificate registration over here. So all these contents you get inside the box. However, the HDMI cable doesn't come inside the box, so you need to have a good quality HDMI cable, because I believe this soundbar will perform much better on HDMI input, because HDMI is also called as high definition multimedia input. So I believe HDMI will work more better than this optical cable over here. So guys, this is the remote of the soundbar which you get inside the box, and it is a good built remote. It is having a curvature on the back which gives you a good feel when you catch the remote in your hand. It gives you a good feel, and it also offers you a decent level of control. Like there is a individual button for each and everything. Like switching on and off of the bar, you get this red button, and there is also a dedicated Alexa control button over here. And these buttons, the white buttons, are for the input control, like HDMI, TVs for the optical input, Bluetooth, and NET. This is net. This is for the LAN input, for the internet input to the bar directly through hardwire. Below that, you get a clear voice and 3D surround button. Clear voice is for enhancing the dialogue clarity, and 3D surround is switching for the switching on and off of the 3D surround of the bar, which is processed through DTS Virtual X. That is the 3D surround system which is present in the bar, so that can be switched on and off through this 3D surround button. Below that, you get individual buttons for the equalizer prefed controls for movie, sports, TV, game, music, stereo. For different scenarios, when you are watching different content, you can select these individual buttons, and you just need to press this button and you're good to go, because these individual prefed inputs of equalizer are really configured really and tuned really well by Yamaha. I have used this, and I'm telling you this only after my experience. So these are tuned really well. Below that, you get a bass extension button in case of listening to certain music. If you feel like to have more bass, you can press the bass extension button, and you get a subwoofer control over here. This is a 4-step subwoofer control. So after pressing bass extension, you can control the subwoofer to 4 steps. And apart from that, you get a volume control, which is the overall volume control for your soundbar. And this is the mute button, and info is for the knowing the dedicated info about the soundbar. So these all controls are present on the remote, and you also get all these controls on the soundbar app, which is the Yamaha soundbar app. So all these parameters can be controlled from the app also. So this was the remote. Now guys, this soundbar consists of a bass bar which you can wall mount, or you can keep it under your television, and it also consists of a subwoofer. Both individually are of 100 watts, and the bass bar consists of 6 individual speakers, which 3 on each side, which makes 2 channels, and one side has 2 drivers and a 1 tweeter, and the other side also has 2 drivers and 1 tweeter. The tweeter is having an individual size of 1 inch, and the drivers which are present in the bass bar are having a size of 2 inch respectively. Together, both the channel makes output of 100 watts, and the subwoofer is having a driver of 6.5 inches, and it also makes output of 100 watts. So altogether, the entire soundbar setup makes a wattage of 200 watts. Now guys, there are 4 ways this soundbar offers you to control the soundbar. The first way is through the Yamaha designed application, which is the Yamaha sound controller application, which is available on iOS and Google Play Store. So you can download that and control the soundbar easily through that app, and the app is very simple. I have not faced any errors with this app. Only the thing is that it is a bit outdated, the designing of the app, but the app functions really smooth, and it is self-explanatory also. Like whenever you go through the app, it is very easy to understand, and you will be able to control the soundbar with the help of this application. The second way is through the remote, the physical remote which is provided inside the box itself, and the remote is having a practical functioning range of around 10 to 15 feet. So you can easily control your soundbar with the help of this remote, as I've shown you in the remote clip. And third way is through the capacitive touch inputs which are present on the soundbar itself, as I'm showing it to you on your screen. Like whenever you touch this capacitive buttons on the soundbar, the input is registered, and they are very sensitive to touch, and the input is registered immediately. So I have not faced any error with this touch inputs. And the fourth way is through the Alexa voice assistant, which is present built in inside the soundbar itself. Now guys, coming to the connectivity part of the soundbar has support for HDMI and optical input. The optical cable is provided inside the box, and it also has support for Bluetooth 4.2. So if you're having any other deep Bluetooth device in your house, you can connect it to the soundbar and play your music content. And this soundbar has Wi-Fi support, which is Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz, which is a single channel Wi-Fi, and the soundbar and the subwoofer connects through this Wi-Fi channel. So there is no physical cable, so it allows you to have a nice clean setup. There is a LED light, as I'm showing you on screen. There is a LED light on the back side of your subwoofer. If it glows green, that means the connection is established, and if it glows red, that means there is a disconnection between the soundbar and the subwoofer. So it's a nice, simple and easy way of setup. And there is also an Alexa, which is the voice assistant present on this soundbar. However, you have to go through the Yamaha soundbar controller app to establish a connection with this Alexa, because you need to log in to your Amazon account with this app to start the Alexa feature of this soundbar. Now guys, the soundbar has Dolby Digital and also Dolby Digital Pro Logic 2, and it lacks Dolby Atmos, but however the soundbar compensates for the lack of Dolby Atmos with the DTS Virtual X. The way the sound has been processed by the soundbar is on such a beautiful level that if you're watching a Dolby Atmos content, you will not face any lack of that surround sound, which I've personally felt. And I'm also going to show you one sample of Dolby further in the video. Like, you will get to know how beautifully this soundbar produces the Dolby Atmos effect. You can also get this Dolby Atmos soundbar. These are available in market at the same budget level, but the processing and the clarity of this soundbar you will not get in those soundbars which are having Dolby Atmos. So it is a better bargain. Like, go for this DTS Virtual X feature in this soundbar rather than going for a Dolby Atmos soundbar. This soundbar supports 4K pass-through feature and also has CEC, which is built in the soundbar. The 4K pass-through feature is actually supports all the 4K content and also supports the HDR10 content. The 4K pass-through is a thing which I'll try to explain it to you. Like, if you are having an Amazon Fire TV stick or any other gaming console which produces the signal at 4K, so you can directly connect that device to the soundbar, and the signal will be processed by this soundbar and will be sent to your television. So you don't need to connect it directly to your television. You can connect it to the soundbar, and the signal will be processed and sent to your television, and your television can display the output from these devices. And also the soundbar has a built-in CEC feature. The CEC feature is such that when you're switching on the television, the soundbar will automatically sync with your television and will be switched on with your television, and when you're switching it off, the soundbar will automatically switch off with your television. But this feature needs to be enabled in your television first. So first of all, check your compatibility. If your television is having the CEC feature, the soundbar is also having that feature built in, so both can run in sync. Now guys, as you can see, I've connected the soundbar over here on the bottom through the HDMI input to my television over here, and my television supports high definition of HDMI connection, which is the EARC and ARC connection for the audio written channel, and EARC is for the enhanced audio written channel. So both that is supported in this television, and the soundbar is connected over here. It's the same soundbar. So now I'll be playing two music. One is for the Indian music to check the mids and the highs of the clarity of the soundbar, and the second will be a cyberpunk music which is having a good bass, so you'll be able to check the deep bass which the soundbar produces. So let's go ahead. I think the girls with their nails done now. So guys, now I'll try to play a Dolby audio on this soundbar so that you get to know how the Dolby Digital and Dolby Digital Pro Logic 2, which is present in the soundbar, works. So let's play the content so that you can get an exact idea how this soundbar performs on Dolby. Now guys, I've turned off the 3D surround and the clear voice on this soundbar for producing deep bass, so that you can get an idea of how the soundbar performs in terms of producing deep bass. And the content which I'm playing is having drums, so it will be having a good depth of bass. So just try to listen this. Now is the imaging and the clarity of the sound which the soundbar produces is really on a crystal clear level. Like, the imaging is done so beautifully. I don't know how Yamaha has achieved that imaging in this soundbar, but they have done it brilliantly. Like, you can actually make out the clarity of small droplets of water when it is falling on your screen. You can actually make it out with the help of that sound, and also the clarity is of that level that the imaging is done so beautifully that if someone is walking from 10 feet away, you can actually calculate the distance of the person walking by the measure of sound produced by the soundbar. So you can actually make out, like, from person is walking from left or from walking from right, and how much distance far away the person is walking. The imaging is done so beautifully. And also, if somebody shoots a bullet, for an example, from left side to the right side, the channel separation is done so beautifully that you can actually feel that the bullet is passing from the left side of the channel to the right side of the channel. So in that way, the 3D surround effect works inside this bar. Now guys, for different scenarios, there are certain best settings of the soundbar, so I thought, why shouldn't I tell you also? In case of regular watching content, like you are watching YouTube or any other television broadcast, so you just need to switch your equalizer mode to stereo, as I'm showing you on the screen, and you need to turn on the bass extension to have that best clarity of regular watching content. And in case if you're watching a movie on any other Dolby Digital or Dolby Atmos content, so you need to turn on the toggle of 3D surround and also the toggle of voice clarity, which is the clear voice toggle, along with the bass extension, and turn on the equalizer mode to movie to have that completely dramatic theatrical experience of the soundbar. So guys, this was it, the Yamaha YAS-209 soundbar. I can understand the review of the soundbar from my side is a bit biased, because this shows the immense love from my side for the soundbar, but you need to listen to it once so that you will understand what are my feelings and what I feel genuinely about the soundbar. I have only tried to put those feelings across in this video. Just go to your nearest store and listen to this once, and you will definitely buy this, because this is having a high recommendation from my side. It is one of my favorite soundbars till date. And I hope you've liked the video, and you know the regular drill. If you like the video, please press that thumbs up icon below, and please change that red subscribe button to grey and press that bell notification icon, because I keep bringing such videos. And stay tuned with the channel. Until then, take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye bye.